Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking. And yes, you're not seeing my face, but for good reason. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Making Abundant Tangible Habits with plenty of intentional notes to self for ELO, where we're making announcements, and updates, and of course, giving a tour guide as to what's going on. Now, naturally, you would have seen the live that we did on We Still Learn earlier, right? We Still Learn is, so just to give you transparency, my online school is called First Person Tutor. My face-to-face school is We Still Learn, right? Over there, we genuinely make abundant tangible habits, meaning we are learning hands-on, right? Live and direct, live in the flesh, right? That is what We Still Learn is about. And anything that I don't teach, the rest of my team, you can lean on the rest of my team for anything that I don't teach, right? That's the whole point of We Still Learn, right? So the idea is that we are going to be learning from STEEP, which is called STEEP. I hope I didn't overstep. Anyway, students, teachers, and enthusiastically engaged parents. Does that make sense? Yeah. Students, teachers, and enthusiastically engaged parents. That's the idea behind STEEP. They're learning from the fall, right? Even though we trip, we will definitely learn from the fall, right? Learning from fun and lifelong learning, right? So, anyhow, what do we do from here? Like, what if we, you know what? How are we going to do this? Like, what are we actually going to do? Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. So just in case you're lost and you can't find First Person Tutor for whatever reason, you can go to We Still Learn and still find First Person Tutor. So you can come right here. And would you know it? We are going live as we speak. Math with points for ELO, right? Math with points for ELO, August 10, 2026. Here we are. Yeah, this is how you subscribe. This is how you find the Wi-Fi system. You go to YouTube, you click on the button in blue, and then it takes you to everything, right? And as I was mentioning on the live that we did at We Still Learn, the idea is this. The idea is this. There's a Google form I need to make available on WhatsApp, Instagram, and TikTok on the WIT, right? So the Google form to sign up for the classes will be on the WIT, WhatsApp, Instagram, and TikTok, right? So I am giving myself that reminder, yeah? And this right here, let me just try and highlight it. If you copy this, it would be nice if it, yeah, I don't, my browser is so funny. Stop getting in the way. It's in the way. All right, yeah. All right, look at that, man. All right, tell you what, let's try this again. All right, hold on, let's try this one more time. I was trying to use the keyboard, you know. I was trying to use the keyboard. Look at that. You know what? I can't. Yeah. Anyhow, so you can type in First Person Tutor, right? Just type in First Person Tutor. Regardless of how you do it, you will be able to find First Person Tutor. Let's challenge ourselves in that regard. Let's go to Google, right? All right, let's type it in. First Person Tutor. Let's see what happens if we write it with spaces. Wow. Is an educational brand and coaching service specializing in literacy, numeracy, pet preparation, mathematics, and chess. Wow. I mean, the way they talk about me, you would think that I was a professional. I am, but still. This is good. This is good. Right? They have all of my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram right here. Right? Even though some of the, come on, they're using a bit of outdated information, some of it. Right? They're not showing my most, you know. But that's okay. Maybe it might have to do with views. Might have to do with views. Who knows? All right, let's try this one more time. Let's write it together as one word. Let's write it together as one word. Same thing. An education. Sorry. I'm too excited. First Person Tutor is an educational brand and online coaching service in Jamaica that blends literacy, numeracy, chess strategy, and PEP preparation using a unique video game inspired teaching style. Thank you. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. And again, they're using some of the outdated info. I'm a little bit mad because this is an older video. 1 year ago? Man. Okay, let's look. Oh. So that's what now? 4x minus 12 on this side. And then we just have this. Now we're going to minus 4x from both sides. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't feel too bad about this video. I'm almost proud of it, to be fair. Yeah, this was some advanced indices, right? You can drop them to the power of 3 because base 3 gives you, you know, powers of 9. So if you understand base 16, you understand base 8, 4, and 2. If you understand base 27, base 9, you'll understand base 3. Right? Just to give an example there. And please pardon the, you know, the, what you call it, the casual nature, right? I don't know what this is. What is this? Warzone superhero training? I don't know what that is. Alright, you have Dr. Umar. I have no idea what he's rambling about this time. And yes, I, you know, in my what you call it, my non-contact hours, I'm interested in hip-hop and battle rap, so please pardon me, right? But yes, this is us. This over here, this is about us, right? I wonder how meta we can be. Let's see. But yes, this, I wonder how meta we can be. Okay. I tried to mute that just now. I tried to mute it so that, you know, I didn't want it to loop and loop and loop and loop and loop forever, amen. Right? Alright, so we didn't do too badly. I don't think we did too badly right here. Is there anything else I want to inform you of? Let's click on the writing in blue. So let's read everything. First Person Tutor, a Jamaican teacher with a love for math, which is more than just mathematics, as the acronym truly stands for making abundant tangible habits. First Person Tutor, a chess coach with a passion for combining fun with learning, specializing in both literacy and numeracy, where the aim is to inspire confidence in every student, adult, or child, face-to-face or online. Teacher of the following subjects. I am going to add content creation to this. Reading, PEP, mathematics, chess. I really should write C-set mathematics, in all fairness. Really should put that there. City and Guilds and C-set mathematics, PEP. Yeah, I should do that. But, you know, it's fine. I'm not going to make a big deal of that. And here we are. I should put the YouTube back in here so that, you know, because if you open a door to a room, you might as well be able to come back where you were coming from, you know. So maybe that's a good idea for me to put the YouTube back in here. So, you know, that way you don't have to be typing all over this, you know, typing the same word over again. No, just click the link and you're there, right? Where would this take me? I'm just, let's try our luck. Ah, here we are. All right. Now we are here at the first person tutor. Yes, and again, I want everybody looking at the live that we're doing, I want you to pay attention to every pinned video and every featured video. Every pinned video and every featured video will help to answer every FAQ, right? In terms of how to reach me, how to sign up for class, when the classes are going to be, every question that you have, all of those will be answered in the featured section. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a concerted effort for both first person tutor and we still learn to make changes to the featured videos every day for the entire week. What I mean by that is every video must be helpful on some level, right? So therefore, maybe I'll have 3 videos uploaded, but maybe the third video will change ever so often, right? So there'll be a video that shows you how to find all the pages using a smartphone. Then another one that teaches you how to register using the Google form. And then I suppose a video that pretty much tells you how to find like the schedule for when we're going live. The idea behind that is that if you are in the WhatsApp channel and I copy the link of the live in the WhatsApp channel, then as soon as it's posted you can go straight to that, right? So I obviously need to create more emphasis on having parents or anyone that's interested join the WhatsApp channel. Because if you join the WhatsApp channel, every time I go live, you will not have to search for the live. If you're a part of the WhatsApp channel, the live will be posted to you directly. And then once you're in the WhatsApp channel, it will be uploaded. You click on it, it takes you there. All the information you need, you'll have it right there on command. Right there. Yeah? I feel like I've said quite a lot. I want to check the quality of this video. Yeah, sometimes it can be fuzzy and hazy.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is...
Alright, let me mute it for a minute. Let me look at the options. I was genuinely hoping that I could adjust the resolution. I was hoping I could do that, but I suppose not. I suppose not. It's fine. Oh yeah. Oh, but I wanted that in my story. I didn't want that like as a post. Alright. So yeah, it was supposed to be a story. It wasn't supposed to be a post on the page. Oh, that's what happened. Whenever you, alright, so this is what happens. I'm learning. If you mention another page, it gets posted on your page. I did not know that. I just thought that you are doing it and it just appears in the story and it goes away. Oh, anyhow, this is a bit of shameless advertising on behalf of me, right? So I was posting a story of myself and I mentioned myself and now it's appearing as a post. I did the same thing for Gotham Chess, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan, right? His takes on chess, his humor, you know, I follow a lot of people on you know, in the demographic where chess is concerned. I follow Dino, I follow Goofy to Shar. I follow Chess with Akeem. I follow Chess Goon 17 on TikTok. I follow Road to 2100. I think it's Jacob, right? So I follow a lot of people, and I really like having discussions with everybody regarding this game. Um, One of the things that I like about chess is what it does for your. I mean, it's counterintuitive because it's good for your mental health and it's bad for it as well. Because there are moments where you question whether or not you should continue playing the game. But sometimes when you hear from other players, they will remind you that what you're going through, you're not alone. And so try to minimize your. Hold on, give me 1 second. There's something I forgot. Give me a second there. Okay, so I do apologize for that random departure. Do apologize for that. Um, so anyhow, I probably need to switch profiles. So let me go and make the switch. No, we're not switching to We Still Learn. We need to switch to alright, let's switch to that first. Let's switch to We Still Learn just for the fun of it. But I wanted to switch to something else. I want to see what will you allow me to switch to this time around. No, I wanted to switch to. Alright, let's see all profiles. There we go. Okay. Alright. Right. Okay. So we have 40 minutes, to enjoy the rest of our show. Right? We have 40 minutes remaining. Alright. As you realize, yes, I have only 2 videos in my featured section right here. I want to probably remove this right now because I don't want anybody to misconstrue. Yes, I make my own content, right? Now this is fine. I suppose I can, do this from time to time. But yeah, again, at the same time, but it's fine. I can allow that from myself. What else did I want to do? This was a past live that we did. This was 1 hour and 4 minutes. All of this live was actually about We Still Learn, right? So all of the same processes, right? The same typing in the name in the Google search. You look for the YouTube, and I didn't do that before. Let me do that actually. Let me do that. I am curious. You know, I'm spelling Google incorrectly. That is insanity. Okay, let's do this. What would happen? Ah, so whenever you want to find just the YouTube videos, you write YouTube beside the name. Okay, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I like this. Hold on. Give me. Good opening. Good middle game. Good end game. Translation, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Right? So, where are we? Oh, I apologize. So, let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. I do apologize for that. Second, I kind of wanted to get this off. Yeah. Okay. Can I do that? I want to be able to just. Okay. I tried to click remove. Thank you. All right. Let's All right. I mean, it could be worse. Could be worse. All right, let's watch the game. Let's see. This was painful. It was precisely painful. It really was. Oh my God. What a disaster. No pun intended. Yeah, sorry about that. I got distracted. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, I got spooked. This is such a beginner thing to do. Like, look at this. Very beginner thing. Alright. I don't know if it was because I was ambitious. You know, it's like, okay, I missed the opportunity to take the free night. You know, because it's not every day you get to punish your opponent like that. You know, whatever. So he goes and, you know, he gets away scot-free. Alright. Then he goes back. I like this. You know, I'm creating all of this, you know, all of these dark squares that you can't go to right now. I like it. So, this is what I love about the queen looking at the pawn on h3. There's nothing he can do with that. The best he could do is swing his knight somewhere where it can gain some protection to attack it 2 times. But that's not looking likely either. Mind you, if you wanted to make a knight sacrifice and then put tempo on the queen, that's always a possibility too. Right? But look at me. I anticipated such madness. I did. Oh, but see? You see why the knight? I tell you, when people tell you that bishops are better than knights, they are incorrect. Because this is something that a bishop cannot do. A bishop, look at this. Look at this. Remember, I had thought that the knight would find a way to put my queen in tempo. And you know what he did? Instead of going to this square, he went, where was it? Yeah, because by me going here, he was able to fit himself right there. Talk about imagination. He used my directionality against me. I like this because I was mindful of the direction of each of the knights. Your only forward movement is this here and this here. These are your forward movements. And your forward movements would be these here. As long as I stay off of those squares, yeah. Or as long as the next time you make a move, you won't be able to do a perpetual tempo. Not perpetual check, but perpetual tempo. Now let's go. Oh, he jumped back. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh yeah. No way on earth you gonna terrorize me with 2 knights. Nah. I like this very much. Because I could have been impatient, you know. I could have been impatient, but no. I knew what I wanted here. But you can't reach me. What's stopping me from capturing that pawn? Oh, but look at this. You know how much material you would have to sacrifice to get rid of my pawn on f6? Oh man, you'd have to get rid of the pawn. You'd have to get rid of g5 pawn, the h6 bishop. You'd have to get rid of both of them. And then the queen is there too. How many times would you have to attack? Oh man. It's a nightmare. Anyhow, what is my next move? What is my next move? Even if you drop the not the bishop. If you drop the knight there, my move does not really change a lot. Not really. Not really. I don't think so. In all fairness, I could even no, don't sacrifice your rook, because the rook is an integral part of that attack. That attack doesn't work if you don't have the rook behind it. So we'd have to find a different way to go about doing that attack. But anyhow, this is what happened. Oh, you made a sacrifice. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's not the move. If anything, put tempo on the queen. Force me to move out the way. But that is what you did. Beggars can't be choosers. That's how I look on it. And just like that, indeed. Alright, so maybe the first half. Look at that. Man. Yeah. This was a rapid game. It was a rapid game. This was a rapid game. So give me a second while I look for another one. Let's see if we can find something else to keep the imagination going. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is First Person Tutor speaking. Good opening, good middle game, and good end game. Once again, this is points for ELO. Why not? Plenty of intentional notes to sell for ELO. So before we close out, we are going to be looking at this game and how it got to this.
might need to flip the board. Might need to flip the board. Because I was the one playing black after all. But it's good to have both perspectives. So maybe a little bit after this 9-minute mark, we're going to flip the board and see how it looked from black's perspective. Right? So we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is first person tutor speaking. And this is Points for ELO, where we also say good opening, good middle game, and good end game. Again, the same first person tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman teaching, familiar face of We Still A Learn. Now, let's go back to the very beginning. Let's do that. Do apologize for having to scroll down. Hold on, let me get up. Let me get the best view of this entire thing. Right. Very good. Now, let's have some chess. Ha! Yes, I went for the England gambit. By the way, this is a blitz game. 3 minute plus 2. Alright, interesting so far. I put tempo on the queen. Got a free pawn. And I just brought it back. Why lose it for nothing at all? Now, mind you, I could have been a little bit more liberal. You know, put the king in check by taking the pawn on h2. But you have to have a plan. You know, you'd have to have a plan. More than likely, the knight would have to go first. Then you do the check. Then, yeah, that's probably what would have to happen. But risky. Yeah, I was being very cautious here. No, I went for it because I saw that there was less protection. Yes, and he was going after my knight right there. So he forks the queen and rook. No problem. Absolutely no problem. I'm okay with that. So I put you in check. I do that. Oh no. No, mate is better than material. All these suggestions about the rooks and the knights and the this and the that. But these are suggestions for white to try and stop me. Right? But we'll see. Oh no. See, that does not help your situation. This is discovery. And if the bishop didn't help you, the knight would have done it. So you're double protected. And that's the end of that game. Yeah. You have to be patient with yourself. Because sometimes when you're playing against these people in, whether it is rapid, blitz, well, I don't know. I'm ironically having more success in blitz and bullet, I would like to say. Even though it's going to get tougher the higher up you go in ELO, it's going to get tougher.
Once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is first person tutor speaking. Yeah, I appreciate anybody taking the time out to watch the live streams that I'm going to do. I said that I would do this Monday and Friday, but it's more likely that I'm going to be doing this Monday to Thursday, right? I'm gonna do Monday to Thursday. Yeah, definitely Monday to Thursday. I will find a way. I will find a way. That's definitely what's the mode of operations, the agenda, right? So I I am learning a lot about myself while playing a lot of games. I don't play a lot of classical because I find that when you play classical, you have to take a lot of effort just to win against your opponent. And every blunder will cost you. So you can't afford any distractions. You have to be extremely focused. Like the intense amount of focus you need for rapid and classical games, yeah, you definitely need not be distracted. You have to say, okay, this I'm focusing on this game and only this game, right? Because nothing is wrong with losing, but you want to lose on the basis of merit, not because you made a silly mistake. Not because somebody tricked you out of something that you shouldn't have been tricked out of because you weren't paying attention, right? So there are four time controls, four of them: classical, rapid, blitz, and bullet. Now, I am going to be making skits about the time controls, the chess pieces, and anything chess related. I'm going to find a way to make the content about that. There's just a lot of fun to be had. Arguments about whether the bishop is better than the knight, which I have an analogy for that. A bishop is a soldier. The knight is a spy. And if you think about it like that, you'll understand that you're gonna need those boots on the ground, right? That's what a bishop is. A bishop is a soldier with the boots on the ground. But the spy is inconspicuous, right? The spy, the knight. The knight is a spy, right? So the knight will find an unorthodox means by which to infiltrate your system. And you can see it in the way that the piece moves, right? The piece does not move in a file or in a rank. It moves 2 files up and a rank to the left or a rank to the right. It moves like a combination that you use when you're playing Tekken or Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. It's like up, up, left, up, right, right, up, left, down, left, down, left, down, right, down, right. So if you think about it like that, that's pretty much what a knight moves like, right? So a knight I refer to as the Trojan horse, right? The nightmare. Yeah? You can separate the knight from the M-A-R-E, since some horses are referred to as mares. Yeah? Little literacy lesson there, But yes. And I could go into some of the mathematics that I've taught, which I'm sure you saw a video of it where I was going through some indices, right? I'm really, I mean, my philosophy when it comes to mathematics is that algebra is a part of everything, especially something like consumer arithmetic, right? If you don't understand algebra, profit and loss percentages will elude you, and you will not understand it. Yeah? And hold on, give me a second. Let me see something. I'm looking at my screen right now. I want to see if Ah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Um. So I am passionate about teaching mathematics and chess to the point where I don't feel the need to separate them. Only unless a parent wants me to focus purely on chess, I will do that. I will make that the focus. If you want me to focus primarily on mathematics, I will do that as well. But if you want me to give you, a combined experience, what's the other word? Hybrid. There's another term. Um, they used to say this when I went to university. Um, you have online classes, you have face-to-face classes, and then you have I can't remember what the other word was. I can't remember. I don't remember. It's eluding me. No, I must apologize if I'm distracted, but one of my not feline, one of my canines is she's bothered that I need to comfort her because the day is really hot and the summer has not been nice. I I heard a story on radio once about one of the presenters on Nationwide. She was saying something about her goats because she has like a goat farm, and she was saying that a lot of the goats that she had died the previous summer. And I'm thinking, hold on, you can lose your goats due to the heat in the summer. Apparently, chickens have been dying too, right? So when I see my dog coming to me now, and she is like, she's so stressed out that is like she wants me to give her something to like distract her from how hot it is, because she have the water outside, she can drink it, but it's like she wants stress management at this point. Now, in this time, and let me show you how serious it is. Animals at this point, they won't eat. It gets so hot that they will avoid eating food. They will drink the water. So especially at this time of year, we have to be giving them more water than food. So if we don't feed them, it's not a crime, because they're so hot they don't even want to really eat anyway. So yeah, that was I know that was me being sidetracked, but yeah. But speaking of animals, the horse, the knight. The knight is the spy, as I told you, right? This piece right here. Wait a minute. I want to make sure that my cursor is on the right. Yeah. Yeah, this one right here. And then you have this here, the soldier. This is the soldier, and this is the spy. Soldier, spy. Soldier, spy. Soldier, spy. And this you could call this, this would be like a cannon. I guess you can call these the cannons. And that makes sense. You don't want to be in the way of a cannon. Cannons don't typically fire. You don't typically fire a cannon diagonally, right? So I would refer to a rook sort of like a cannon. The knight is a spy. The bishop is a soldier, right? In other words, a soldier with a rifle, a rifleman, right? The knight is more like he's a, what's the word now? He's an infiltrations expert, and he has a knife on him. He has a knife on him. Yeah. Or yeah, I don't know. I don't know what weapons a spy would use in this context. I don't know. Yes, no. What I love about this game is how mathematical it is. Because for example, when you're doing vectors, right? When you do the triangle law of vectors and you write C is equal to A plus B, the directionality tells you whether or not it's positive or negative. If you're going in the reverse direction, you're not using plus A anymore, you're using minus A. You know? And while that happens in vectors, it also happens in a game of chess, right? So for example, if we're looking at white's perspective, this letter is gonna be H. So H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Right? So therefore, let me just make sure I'm saying the right thing, right? I want to make sure that let me is my arrow in the right place? Yeah. Okay. So let me clarify this. This is A. So when you're black, you have to look at the letters from a Japanese perspective. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Right? So that this way, when you're using black pieces, you're not getting your coordinates, inverted. And if you view it from that perspective, then also we have to count in reverse. So we would have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 going up this way. Right? So anyhow, is there anything else that I should be sharing with you? I mean, I spoke a lot about chess, right? What else? Am I switching the tab? Am I switching the tab? Yes, I am. Okay. Alright, a little, Bossman teaching there. This is for the teachers, right? So Bossman teaching teaches the teachers. First person tutor teaches the student, right? And first person tutor teaches the student on the computer, right? Okay, I was trying to hover over this to see if so when you hover over a name, you'll notice that you'll see a pop-up window coming up, right? And you can do that for any of the pages that you follow on Facebook. Alright, is there anything else? Okay, let's go to our page. Okay. Now, I am slowly but surely growing the page so that I can have 100 followers. This way I can go live on Facebook. But, I'm taking my time. It is 10 minutes until we get to 10 minutes until we get to 3 o'clock. Ten minutes till that time. And oh, you notice what I did wrong, right? I was focusing on the chess mode. I forgot that I need to switch back. Right. So pardon me. Yeah. So whenever I want to focus on chess, I have to do this. So when I want to focus on chess, right, I would use a window like this. So where was it? Where is the chess game that we were playing? Like this. right? Yeah. So if I want you to look at a chess game, I focus on this window. But if I want you to focus on taking you through all of the pages that we have available, then what I must do is switch to this window right here. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So similarly, you can go to first person tutor we still learn, and you can achieve some of the same things. And what I mean by that is you can leave a review, right? You can leave a review. Again, for both pages, I want you to pay attention to the pinned videos in the featured section here. You can pay close attention to that. You can go right here and leave reviews. So for example, anytime you see me going live, based on the live that I'm doing with you, leave me a review based on the live. If there's any question that you have, let me know on any question that I did not answer. So I'll give you a perfect example now. The combined classes that I'm going to do will be 5,000 for the day, but for just one subject at a time is 3,000 for the day, right? So if I am teaching between Tuesday to Thursday, that's 3 days, and you're working just on one subject alone, that's 3 by 3, that would be 9,000 for the week, right? 9,000 for the week for the 3 days. But if it's a combined if it's just one subject, 3,000 for the day. If it's a combination of chess, mathematics, and reasoning, then that now will be, instead of you paying 9,000 for 3 things, you'd be paying 5,000 instead. So that way it's more reasonable for you to get everything in one. Yeah, that should answer quite a few questions, right? Is there anything else? Yeah, I might want to remove this. I'm being distracted by it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, wow, I forgot about this. This is a series that I work on where I solve puzzles using the Checkmate app that I always have on my phone, right? So I don't mind seeing that on my page. I'm going to be posting a lot more of them. This is an example of a live that I did before. Well, not really a live. This is a recording actually. And some of my recordings will be more to the point, right? I think this was what, 130 a piece? So maybe the original was like a 3-minute video. No, 6. That's okay. That's interesting. Let's see what I actually had to say.
Speaking, the voice of Bossman teaching, familiar face of we still learn. And what am I going to show you this time? We're going to try and have some videos in the pinned section, the featured section. And this will be one of those videos. The real question is, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be not for the first and not even for the final time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is first person tutor speaking, the voice of Bossman teaching, familiar face of we still learn. And what am I going to show you this time? We're gonna try and have some videos in the pinned section, the featured section. And this will be one of those videos. The real question is, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be searching. Let's search for us. So as you can see, you type that in your Google search bar, and when you look, there we go. Now they brought up the YouTube ones first. Interesting. Wonder what they said in AI mode. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Scroll. Come on now.
Okay, I feel as though I should be proud of myself. Right? It's not easy to do something like this. Um, One of the things that I enjoy about doing a live stream on YouTube is that compared to Facebook, it's a little bit easier. All I do is I click on the button, and then it will ask me to fill in a description. I just throw in a date just to remind myself what day I did the live. Then I will add some tags, put in the category, and then as soon as I press the button after that, we start the broadcast, and here we are. You know, so I feel like the ease of setting up a YouTube live stream comparatively, yeah, it's a lot easier than doing a Facebook live. Because with a Facebook live, I mean, in both cases you have to be signed in. But the thing with Facebook is that if you're not the owner of a particular page and it gets messy and complicated, then certain videos or certain pages you won't have access to those, because it's like you have to choose the correct account to sign in with, and then yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So you have to identify that before you start going live. That way, when you know assign it now, you can work from there. But that's the technical side of things. That's more like a Bossman Digital Media conversation. So where are we now?
Searching.
Oh, there is something I wanted to do. Let's lean on we still are learn for a second, and let's look for first person tutor. Alright, I need the cursor, thank you. Again, first person tutor online, we still are learn face to face, right? Just throwing that information out there. Now this is nice. So I'm going to be liking a few of these videos here. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for me to do that. Oh, this is a long time video. Wow. Yeah, this was back when I was trying to factorize quite a few questions. Good lord. Why did I have to erase it? 21x squared plus 50x minus 16. Hold on. So 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And what? 21 is 3 by 7. And you need to find 50 from that. Oh man. 50? 2 by 2. And 2 by 2 by 3 by 7. I have an idea, but I'm doing it mentally. So therefore, pardon me if I'm not firing on all cylinders. So you're gonna have 2 by 2 by 7 and 2 by 2 by 3. So you're gonna have 28 and 12. Only problem is if you add them, you're gonna get 40 and not 50. And we're not adding because we have plus then minus. So we need something else. 42 and 8. Yeah, but that's not right though. I mean, that works if it's minus then plus. And yes, I'm supposed to be closing off the live stream right now, but you know what? I have a whiteboard right here. I should be showing you this, but I guess the whole point of being first person tutor is that I can occasionally be faceless, you know. That's the idea behind first person tutor. The idea is that I want to lead by example and show teachers what it's like to make faceless content, you know. Alright, I'm actually trying to solve this. No, I'm very curious. I'm very, very, very curious about this. Will this work? You have the possibility of 24 and 14. Last time I checked. 24 and 14. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, this is a problem. Oh man, what is this? So you have 24 and 14, you have 28 and 12. That doesn't work. Yeah, I do apologize for doing a lot of mental mathematics. Okay, fine. Let's watch a video. Let's watch a video.
Now, this time we have a minus plus. So that's a little bit fun because it means we're going to have two negatives. But in other news, if you have a minus plus, you're adding. If you have a minus plus, you're adding. If you have plus plus, you're also adding, right? No, this is not too bad because this is just 7 right here. This is 7 and this is 2 by 3 by 3. Primary school mathematics for the win. Now we're going to put those two together. Okay, this one is almost criminally easy. The 18 and 7 will not work. The 21 and... oh Lord. I inadvertently blurted out the answer. You see that? Look at that. So you have 21. There we go. Yeah. See the answer's right here. So if the the X should be on the other side. Yeah. So if it was this, both answers would be plus signs. However, if it were negative, then they would both have negative signs, and thus you will have a minus 6x and a minus 21x. So let's do that next. Okay, so this might be a little bit weird. So you can switch it around if you feel, a little bit, disoriented, but let's try this. The HCF of this and this is going to be x. Right? They don't have anything else in common. So you divide this by that, you will have a 7x here, and this will be a minus 6. Put the brackets here. Let's be careful. I want it to have space. Oh, no. Why did that have to happen? There we go. Alright. Now, minus 21x, we divide that by 7x. The x is cancelled. Minus 21 over 7, we'll have a minus 3. And then what do we do again? This times the 7x gives you that. This times that gives you that. Minus 3 times minus 6 is a plus 18. And therefore, we copy 7x minus 6 over there. Alright? Yeah. So, we'll have a 7x minus 6 times x minus 3. Alright, and the trick, as we had done before, we can just put that right here, put that a little closer, and then we'll just like that, there we have it. Now, can I do these next two within the time frame? Let's see. Okay, so we're on to the next, right? So this is the one we're looking at now. We are going to find a replacement for 11. We have the 3 and the 5, so we can put that here. 3 and the 5 represents that, 2 by 7. So yeah, it's not every day it looks like that. Now, put it together. 35 and 6, no. 15 and 14 give you 1 if you're subtracting. Right, so that not will work. Oh. So you could do this if you wanted to. Don't it? Group the 21 and the rest will be 10. Therefore, you will have to subtract. Therefore, the larger number is going to be the positive, and as such, we will have. Alright, so now we'll have this. So let's do this real quick. Alright. HCF is 5 for sure. The x comes out here as well. This is 3x. This is minus 2. This will be a plus 7 because we divided the plus 21x by the 3x. And then, of course, we copy and paste that over here because, well, multiply that by that, get that, yeah? So, yeah, 5x plus 7 times 3x minus 2. So, let it start like this and end on a note like this. So, that's it. We got rid of those right there, yeah? I've perfected it. The primary school maths will help you with this aspect of it. I promise you. Never abandon the primary school principles, right? Use your prime numbers, find the HCF, and yeah, no problems left. Alright, continuing from where we left off, let's see how quickly we can get this done.
Okay, now we did a good job with the what was it? I think we did 7x squared minus 27x plus 18, and we did 15x squared plus 11x minus 14. But I guess that this video was part 1 or part 2 of several parts, right? Boy, man, I need to remember how I solved this thing, What did I do? 21x squared plus 50x minus 16. Oh my God. I just see it now. I just see it. Sometimes we get so conditioned into not using the larger numbers that we get scared of doing it, right? So here are the numbers that I have. I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. What you're going to do is you're going to combine and, well, how am I going to show you this without showing my face? How am I going to do that? I want to show you this without showing you my face. So I have to figure it out. Right? Let's see. Let's see how clever I am. Let's see if I can pull this off. I can show you without showing you my face. Alright, here we go. There we go. You seeing all of this, right? Seeing all of that? Right. So we have 21x squared plus 50x minus 16. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Give me a minute to set the board up correctly. Right? I want to set up the board correctly. So give me a few seconds to set up the board. I want to set up the board so that I want to have the right markers. I want to have the, and in fact, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I do with my red markers. I think I just found a couple. I think I just did. Alright, so I found some blue, found some red. I'm going to look for some black as well. Alright, good. Alright. 21x squared plus 50x minus 16. Alright. Let's see if I can pull this off. Okay. Now again, I'm hiding. Right? I'm hiding. Good. I'm ashamed. Don't want to be seen right now. Right? So, we have 21x squared plus 50x minus 16. Right? Give me a second. Let's try this again. Wait, why? What? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Alright. Now, give me a second. It will be worth it, I promise. It's worth the wait. I promise. Alright, let's go again. Let's go one more time. Here we go. Right? Seeing that? So, our 21 consists of 3 by 7. Our 16 consists of 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Right? We are going to combine this with this. We're going to combine them, right? So we're going to combine this with this right here. Alright? So give me a second now. Alright? We're going to put them together in one happy family. We're going to bring them all together. I am going to continue speaking so that I don't lose you in terms of engagement, right? Again, I'm ashamed I don't want to show my face. Alright. Have a look, see? Are we seeing that? Now, what are we going to combine? We're going to combine... I wonder if I can pull this off. It's going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. Alright. I'm gonna combine that with this. Right. Now have a look at that. We are going to be combining 2 by 2 by 2 with 7. If you combine those, you will get the number 56. Now, if you have 56 and you separate it from that, you're left with 2 times 3 in the middle, leaving you with 6. Therefore, your replacement for the middle term is going to be 56 and 6. Because you have a plus, then a minus, guess what happens? You're going to be doing a subtraction. If you have plus then minus or minus then minus, you're doing a subtraction. If you do a subtraction and it comes out positive, you have a plus minus. If you do a subtraction and it comes out negative, you have a minus minus. So you have 2 possibilities. You can either get plus 50x or minus 50x. Therefore, you have the 2 possibilities. You either have a plus 56x minus 6x or minus 56x plus 6x. Right? Now that we've seen that, I know that we've explained that, let me see how else I can bring that to the screen. Okay. So, oh no. Why did, oh my god, no. My markers are bleeding and I don't know why. This is crazy. What's going on with my markers? My markers are doing the most. My markers are doing too much right now. Ah, you're working overtime. What's going on? I don't know why my markers are doing that. Like my markers are always, you know, blowing up a little bit. So, boy, I'm trying to be professional here, but it's not working. Trying to be professional. It's fine. Alright, so one of my markers fell. Alright, so give me a second. I am right. Here we are. Hold on. Let me orient the board properly. Makes sense? Hold on. Here we go. Can we see that now? So we have a plus 56x and a minus 6x. That's what we're going to be using as the replacement term for the middle term plus 50x. Right? That's what we're going to be doing. Right. That explains this. No, hold on, give me a second. I want that to be full screen.
Alright, continuing from where we...
No, but I also want that to be silent. Alright, there we go. Alright, so you can have a look at that while I address my whiteboard. So now let me write it the other way. There we go. I was wondering how we got this, but now I can see clearly now. Alright, let's go back. Alright, are you seeing what I'm seeing? So we're going to be replacing plus 50x with minus 6x plus 56x. Right? Minus 6 plus 56 is going to be positive 50 anyway. Right? And now we just factorize the two terms, and that takes care of that. Yeah? So, naturally, the HCF is going to be 3x. And the first bracket will consist of, there we go. Alright, and here we are again, right? So you notice we have 3x on the outside. We divide 21x squared by the 3x. That would give you the 7x right here. Right? And then of course over there we'll have the minus 2. 3x times that minus 2 will give us the minus 6x, right? So you can see that if we multiply this by all of this here, then we'll end up with 21x squared minus 6x, right? So how would we get what goes here? Well, we'll divide plus 56x by the 7x, giving us a plus 8x. So plus 8 will come out here. Yeah, plus 8, not plus 8x. So plus 56x, right? If we divide it by this right here, the x's cancel. Plus 56 over 7 is plus 8. This will be plus 8, right? So we're going to put plus 8 right here. It's going to be hard for me to do. See, this is why I did this off screen. This is why I did this off screen. You see that? Yeah. Let me fix it off screen. Let me fix that off screen, because what am I even doing? Alright. Okay. Right? We're trying to make abundant tangible habits. Math with points. Right? This is math with points. This is how we do it. Now we have plus 8. Interesting thing, that plus 8, if we multiply it by 7x, you'll get plus 56x. If you multiply plus 8 by the minus 2, you'll end up with minus 16. So now we can put the 7x minus 2 over here. We can just copy and paste it. Right? So let's hurry up and do that. And with that in mind, we have an idea of what our answer is supposed to be. So we're going to have 3x plus 8 times 7x minus 2. I have an entire video that explains how to do this very easily. Just imagine that this is 8a and this is 3xa. If you were to factorize it, a is multiplied by 3x plus 8. But a, you replace a with 7x minus 2, Therefore, your answer is 7x minus 2 times 3x plus 8. Right? And there you have it. So, alright, there we have it. You know, in spite of me being ashamed to show my face or my clothes, yeah. So I'm feeling camera shy, but we still got the work done, right? Yeah. So I taught you some chess, I taught you some mathematics. So there you go. This is how we make abundant tangible habits. And yes, we went a little over the time, right? We were supposed to stop at 3 o'clock, but here we are, right? So we can close off at 3:30, right? We can close off at 3:30. Yeah. So that's it. So again, we still learn face to face, first person tutor online, right? Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'm trying to get that light out of the way, but you know, it's fine. Anyway, that shall be all. Right? So again, I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been first person tutor speaking. I've enjoyed doing this video or this live stream with you, and you know, we can do a bit of a summary, right? A bit of a, I guess, a reminder of how to get all of the contacts from. So let me do this from the top, right? We go to Google. Let's go to Google here, right? Let's make sure I'm seeing the right thing. Okay. Let's type in first person tutor YouTube and see what happens. Hold on. I need to know that I'm spelling correctly, you know. Alright. Good. Alright. It's showing videos, not the page itself. But that's okay, because either way, you have a few videos to go by. A year ago, 5 days ago, 2 weeks ago, right? Fair enough. I'm going to mute this, because we just had a look at this a while ago. Only problem is, yeah, now we're going to go to the page itself. Right. So you type in the name along with YouTube right next to it. You click on one of the videos. You click on the name and it takes you to the YouTube page, right? And of course, we are actually going live right now. If you want to find us on, well, find me. Finding us is we still learn. Finding me is first person tutor, right? I need to singularize and pluralize correctly, right? So here we are. Yeah. And then anything you need. Now, mind you, you press the WhatsApp button on Instagram. You press the WhatsApp button on Facebook in order to contact me. And I am going to be leaving the Google form in width, meaning the WhatsApp channel, the Instagram, and the TikTok. So, you know, just putting that out there. And this is just if, you know, I don't even know what to say about this. This is Twitter, aka x.com. I don't have words for why it's called X, but here we are. And the TikTok, it looks, you know, I like how the TikTok looks, especially in dark mode. I like it. Yeah. So yes, ladies and gents, yeah. I don't know if this is everything. Could be. You can even see it. Math with points for ELO. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So once again, well, I'd like it to scroll to the top. That would be nice. That would be nice. Let's scroll to the top. There we go. So for the final time, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been First Person Tutor Teaching. Oh my God. Good morning. My voice went hoarse. I feel like the more I do this, I'm going to mess it up. Let's try this one more time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is, or was, First Person Tutor speaking. Yeah? And again, why not? This is and was First Person Tutor speaking, First Person Tutor teaching. And again, if you're being taught on a computer, you are here with First Person Tutor. This was Math with Points for ELO, making abundant, tangible habits with plenty of intentional notes to self for ELO, or just math with points. It didn't really matter. Math with points for ELO, math with points, it's the same thing. Except one is for me teaching you mathematics and mental ability and brain teasers, whereas the other one is just about chess. Anyway, I've said what I could say. I hope you enjoyed this. Go to the Facebook page and leave me a review. Thank you very much. I appreciate